seasons. Because look who's in the house.
Yeah, baby.
Santa Prime.
I had to come. I had to come. I had to
Did
make
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We got to hang out all weekend. We worked together Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday.
And your son, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, my 14-year-old son, Brady. I hung out with him all weekend.
He know what that means.
He's probably watching it and enjoying it. Okay, so we're headed into Week 17 next week, and you know what? We still have 2 playoff spots up for grabs, 1 in each conference, so there's a lot to still be decided. That's good.
Please don't start with where I think you're going to start with. Please don't do it.
NFC East. He's been waiting all season to maybe get a champion. Would have been the Dallas Cowboys. They would get it with a win on the road in Philly. Eagles have to win to just stay alive in postseason contention. We'll pick it up in the first. Eagles up 3-0, and Carson Wentz, boy, he was spectacular on this day. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of weapons. Even Zach Ertz got hurt early on. He goes to his other tight end, the guy named Dallas, against Dallas. Dallas got hurt.
That was a nice play. Nice play call. Great patience. Ertz balled today.
Third quarter, it's 10-6 Philly. Wentz looking for one of the better stories in the NFL. Greg Ward cut a half dozen times by the Eagles, the former Houston Cougars quarterback. Pitch and catch at 38 yards.
He's versatile, man.
Yeah.
He's versatile.
Miles Sanders, you got to know this kid
Let
today.
me tell you something. You know, you got the last name Sanders, you got the ball.
Yes, and he got a call. Fourth quarter, Cowboys down by 8. 4th and 8. Look who's not in the game for them. Amari Cooper, they said it wasn't a benching. They just wanted to use Tavon Austin in a different matchup. Don't know if you want to take him for his word.
You had it.
Michael Gallup did have it there, but it was knocked away by Sidney Jones.
Ball was underthrown. You got to get it out there.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to make a play.
You didn't like that, the boss man,
wasn't
Jerry
a starting
Jones.
corner on the field.
Eagles,
for Philly.
If they get stopped by Dallas, Cowboys still get possession, but there's
Why
that
are you
rookie.
stopping? Why are you stopping? Score.
He wants to end the game.
What?
Stop.
Why?
He did the smart thing.
If you score, it ends the game. If you score, what happens? It's out of reach.
Add your stats. And he was just fine on this day. All right, so here's the deal. The Eagles do not clinch, but they will next week with a win at the Giants. If they lose and Dallas wins at home against Washington, the Cowboys are NFC East champs as you grab a look-see at the NFC playoff picture. As for this game, the Eagles undermanned, but never out of it.
This is the team that, when their back's against the wall, I mean, they come out swinging and fighting and whatever it takes. Sometimes it's not pretty, and it doesn't have to be, and put some plays together, score more points than our opponent, hold our opponents down, and, just play great team football. And if we don't beat ourselves, we give ourselves a chance, and that was what happened tonight.
You can't just say that we're a better team because we may have better players on the roster. I do believe we're a better team, but the team that goes out there and plays the best is the one that's going to win, and that's what happened tonight.
Very disappointed when you get yourself technically in a spot to kind of come into a Philadelphia team that's got the players they've got, even though they had missing a lot of them. When you get in this spot, you give yourself a chance to be real disappointed. It's very disappointed. We all expected to leave here as the NFC's champs. We're not.
What are you giggling about?
Because I know what he's saying. You shouldn't even been in this situation. You shouldn't even play to the level to get yourself in this point where we got to sit up here and put up with this bull jump. That's really what he's saying. He's 38 hot right now.
So Dallas fans want to know, okay, well, let's just blame it on the redheaded guy, Jason Garrett.
Blame it on Jason Garrett. It's funny. First of all, I don't even know why we get excited with 2 7-7 teams going against each other. That's horrible. They shouldn't even let them in the playoffs when you barely won as many games as you lost in the NFL. Another deserving team is more deserving to go than them. Both of these teams, they're horrible. And they played against one another. And you got the Dallas Cowboys doing what they continuously have done. That's underachieved.
Okay, yeah. Should they be better? So is this on? Yeah. Is it on the coaching staff?
But it ain't on the coaching staff.
So who's
I've never been one to blame a coach, man. It devastated me when Marion Campbell got fired when I was with the Falcons my rookie year. I don't like that. It had nothing to do with Marion Campbell or the coaching staff calling the plays. It was us. We were hot garbage. Whoever assembled the talent, got the talent in there, point the finger at them, man.
So this is the front office's fault?
Sooner or later, these guys got to make plays. That ball got to be on the money. We show clips of we dropping balls. I don't know when the last time there's been an interception on the Darren defensive side of the ball. They covered no one. I don't think they even got close to Wentz all night. Did they even get a sack? Did they even get a pressure? One sack? Mm-hmm. That was a mistake, I guarantee you. It's the players, man. Forget the coaches. It's the players. Statistically, I'm just looking at these stats of offensively and defensively. These guys are in the top darn 10 in offense, in the first 11 in defense, and you still are garbage? That don't even make sense.
So what are you going to do? Change half the team? I mean, Dak, his contract's up at the end of the year. We all think that he's played very well this year, right?
Yep.
He should be back. Zeke's one of the top 3 running backs in the league. The offensive line, although it's got a little age.
The offensive line is shaky. They're shaky.
I don't know if it's shaky.
Okay,
compared
how
to
is
the
it not
rest of the
shaky?
league.
How many yards does he get today? Not 100, not near 100.
No, less than 50. And
less than 50 yards, and you got
Eagles.
3 guys going to the Pro Bowl. Either the Pro Bowl is rigged or these guys ain't what they used to be. Which one is it? You got to pick one. You got to pick one. These guys aren't what they used to be, man.
All right.
You got 3rd and 1, and you trying to throw a darn ball in the flats to Amari Cooper? Man, come on. They're supposed to be downhill running. You got one of the best backs in the game. That's what I thought. That's what they said.
All right.
Run the ball.
Let's give a little bit of credit to the Philadelphia Eagles, who have 10 players. Listen, this team's been undermanned all year. And then they were missing their right tackle, Lane Johnson. What? You know what they do have?
Everybody's undermanned.
A good young running back. And you had a chance to chat with him, right?
Huh? He's nice.
And what's his name? What's his last name?
Last name Sanders. First name Miles.
Okay. And he balled and
got the call.
That's right. Let's go primetime. Presented by Geico.
You know why we talking, baby? You ball. Yeah. 156 yards from scrimmage, man. It seemed like you was doing it all, man.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Just trying to do whatever they want me to do, man. Trying to get this W.
How were you guys able to move the ball versus the Cowboys today?
Everybody knows they front is very penetrating, so they like to just get after the quarterback. So that's why we had the screens in. Screen worked. A lot of just like outside runs, had like a cutback type of play. Just trying to get to the outside and had their D lineman, try and get the quarterback and just, have our old line. Like I said, the screens and stuff worked perfectly and stuff.
You're in control of your own destiny. Now you're going to the Giants, so you got to take care of business there. What do you guys need to do in order to come home with that victory?
Just leaving it all out there on Sundays, man. We try and get a playoff berth, plus home field advantage, and, man, we got the team to do it, man.
Hey, when you get in the playoffs, that's when you become household names. That's when everybody starts to know you. You know, with your last name, you know you got to have game, right?
Yeah, you got to.
You know. You can't be walking around there with sandals on your back, half-stepping. You know that, right?
Oh, no, I know that.
That's funny.
Hey, I love that kid, and he ball.
Seahawks NFC playoffs. All they had to do was beat Arizona
that's all.
at home.
At home again, right? Where did they play, Chris?
We'll talk about that in a second. Cards ball down 7-zip.
Out of there.
Kenyon Drake.
Out of there.
He's been a great pickup for them.
You know what? He balled and got the call last week. He's trying to get it again.
4 touchdowns last week against Cleveland. 80-yarder here.
80?
Yeah, 80. 24 carries for $166, and he's unlocking the safe.
That's the Legion of Whom.
Second quarter, we're tied at 7. This is a crazy play. Well done by Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald, because this wasn't an easy catch because it just kind of got, whoa. And look at the guy who made the NFL 100 all-time team alongside Prime. Yeah, he's on there. Murray, 11 of 18 for 118.
Man. No, T.O. don't play that.
T.O., we still love you.
T.O. listen.
Kyler Murray, banged up.
Damn, it's the point of the season.
And is he doing his Kyler Murray impression? Look at this. Slips a tackle. And he gets, look at this, stop, drop, roll for the first down. That's a gain of 12. And then the next play, it's Drake again. Seattle gave up 253 yards on the ground. They're most allowed since 2010.
I told you weeks ago, but y'all ain't want to believe me.
What?
Because I'm the messenger.
Okay, but
you don't like the messenger. Just listen to the message.
Okay, just listen to this then for a second. Seattle hosts the 49ers.
It's going to be a good one.
Next Sunday night to finish the regular season.
Can I go to that game?
You can join me right afterward. How about that promise?
Gotcha.
If the Niners win the game, they're the 1 seed. Seattle's still in play for the 1 seed as well, but they could be all over the place if they end up losing that thing. Go ahead.
What?
I know what you wanted to say about the 12.
See, what you're going to say, you think I'm going to say something about the 12 who was just badgering me all over social about how good they were and how they play such a role in their team's performance. The same team that has lost, 3 prior games at home.
This was 3.
Three games at home, and you think you're making a difference? Man, please. And second of all, you're not really the 12. You stole that from Texas A&M. I would sue you. I would sue you if I were them. They did. They're not original 12. They stole the darn name from a college.
Can we talk about the Seahawks playoff aspirations?
I love me some Russell Wilson.
Okay, here's the problem. So Chris Carson.
The defense is horrible.
Chris Carson, though, has had a phenomenal year. The running back.
Yes, he has.
It sounds like he's out for the season with a bad hip.
Next man up.
C.J. Prosise, he was going to be the next man up. Sounds like he is out the year.
Next man
up. We know
up.
that Rashard Penny was already out the year. He was being a complimentary back. So now they're in deep trouble.
Not really. Let me tell you something. The running back position is that type of position where you have guys next man up ready. I'm talking about a guy could come out of nowhere like a Terrell Davis. And next thing you know, he's a Hall of Famer that really didn't get an opportunity. If anybody has a scouting department that can find players that can do it immediately and have an impact, it's the Seahawks.
By the way, interesting you mentioned Terrell Davis, 6th rounder. They're down to a 6th rounder. Travis Homer is their only running back.
Bring it home, Travis.
He's only got 8 carries, so we'll see. I'm sure they're going to find somebody, bring him up from practice squad, get him off the street, whatever. We'll see
good job, fans. You did a great job, 12.
Will you stop trolling them?
Yeah.
Can I get into the Sunday night game?
Arizona beat you.
Can I get onto the Sunday night game?
And you know ain't nobody care about the Cardinals.
Chiefs and Bears, good friends, Andy Reid, Matt Nagy, who was on Reid's staff for a decade before getting the head gig. Who's that? My baby.
That's my dog. That's the best punt returner to ever live.
Devin Hester. Patrick Mahomes, Mitchell Trubisky. One was drafted 2nd, one was drafted 10th in 2017.
That was a mistake.
This was no mistake. Look at that little slinger to Blake Bell.
It's baseball, man. That's that baseball. And kids, play 2 sports, please.
And then 3 plays later, Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. Look at that catch.
It's a dog, man.
Yeah. And Mahomes, 3rd or 4th and 18+. Look at the numbers. The numbers are insane. And capping the 15-play drive, Mahomes, I like seeing this out of him. It means he's healthy and he can do this in the postseason.
Yes.
5th rushing touchdown of the year. That was the Chiefs' longest drive of the season. Second quarter, it's 10-zip. Mahomes again. But he just pretty much did whatever he wanted. Look at this, backpedaling and right on target to Hill.
I'm sitting up here looking at the stats and they say the Bears' defense is ranked number 3. That's why you can't really believe stats.
Well,
it don't look like it right now.
Okay, 5 plays later, it's 4th and 4. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. Okay, so we're showing this because it's going to be returned for a touchdown? No. Free Cohen, just fair catches. So what do we got? Uh-oh. Kevin Pierre-Louis.
He hit the guy.
This is a no-no, especially with the ballerina leg.
I didn't even hit the guy when I had an electric football set.
You still have that somewhere?
No, man, a rat ran across the field. I'm not lying. In the project back in the day, and I never played again.
That's a lie.
A rat ran across the field during the game. I promise. I took my team back over to the hood, John Walker's apartments, and a rat ran across the field in the middle of the game. I said I refused to play up under these conditions.
I do not care that I was behind on the Travis Kelce touchdown.
That's why I'm scared of rats to this
Third
day.
quarter, Mitchell Trubisky in a 17-0 game. Let's see what he does on 3rd and goal at the 5. Just keep it.
That didn't work.
Yeah, okay. So now we got 4th and goal.
Hey, this Kansas City Chiefs defense is balling.
They have been playing great.
Credit. Yeah.
Yeah, last 6, they're giving up less than 10 points per game. That one's going to get knocked away. Travarius Ward does a great job there. On to the 4th, it's now 17-3, and Mahomes, again, looking for his Pro Bowl tight end, Travis Kelce. Well, we got a couple of great tight ends out there who have attitude.
Yes.
Kittle, or not to be confused with Kerry Kittle.
I got his name right. George, not Kerry.
Did you have a Kerry Kittles jersey? Is that why that came on the brain last
Kerry
night?
Kittles was nice, though.
He was good. Yeah.
I'm
and then 3 plays
old,
later,
man. I would make mistakes.
Damian Williams. I make mistakes all the time. Believe me. Usually it comes when I'm trying to choose my diet. You know what I'm talking about. Harrison Butker on for the PAT after Mahomes reaches 75 career touchdown passes, faster than anybody. Oh, the double dunk. That's not. Now that's trolling people in Chicago. That's trolling people. Do not do that. That's funny, though. That was going. Okay. So the Chiefs still alive for the 2, 3, or 4 seed. That's because Baltimore Ravens were busy in Cleveland on Sunday, wrapping up the 1.
tell you something, man. That's a grown man right there.
All right, second quarter, the Ravens hadn't done anything offensively until 90 seconds to go in the half. Lamar Jackson finds Mark Andrews.
Yeah, leave him open.
Yeah.
Don't cover him.
So 89 covers 39, then rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You do this kind of stuff when you win. You never see bad teams playing these type of games.
Ravens got the ball back with a minute to go, drove down the field, then Jackson to Mark Andrews again as he sidestepped a would-be blitzer.
Nice.
Ravens are up 14-6.
I thought he could throw, y'all.
Fourth quarter, Browns are down 15 after Jackson had a monstrous final 2 minutes.
It's over now.
Wait a second, this can't be right. It says here on the shot sheet that Baker Mayfield finds Odell Beckham Jr. for a touchdown. Oh, that did happen. Yep. There you go. There's the third one this year. Now, the Browns, interestingly, they decide to go for 2. Even though it's a 9-point deficit. I know the math, actually, a lot of people say it's the right play.
Why not?
So they do. Ricky Seals-Jones cannot snag it.
Go hit him right in the hand.
So Odell's like,
throw me the ball. Like, you know I was open, right?
So he and Freddie have a conversation.
Yep.
We'll get to the bottom of that in just a minute. But Lamar Jackson, that's 11 straight wins for that franchise. They lock up the #1 seed for the first time in franchise history. And you can see there's just one spot available in the AFC playoff dance. That's the 6th seed. We'll break that down in the next few minutes. But now, all of a sudden, all year long we were saying, okay, Ravens, Patriots, Ravens, Patriots. Well, now it's the Ravens that are on top. Is there a team out there that can head into Baltimore and prevent them from getting to Miami for the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I think a guy named Brady quarterbacks them.
Oh.
Why would you think I'm going to...
You watch their offense?
Have you watched Brady and them?
This year, or you mean in playoffs past?
You're saying they're playing bad right now, right? What's their record? I got time.
Okay.
But they're playing bad. They're playing bad, but...
They have 3 losses. They're 12
and they're playing bad.
I'm not saying they're playing bad.
No, I said they're playing bad. That's what the Americans saying. But they have 3 losses.
But look at who they're against. Baltimore.
Right.
Kansas City.
Yep.
Houston.
Right.
Those are the 3 other champions in the AFC divisions.
That's good.
Those are the teams they're going to run into in the playoffs.
And what you saying? They're going to beat them twice? You really think Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and them are going to let that happen?
Can anything stop the Baltimore train?
Say it again?
Can anything stop the Baltimore train? I mean, they run for 200 yards every game.
Tom Brady, them, and Julian Edelman. I mean, Edelman came to during the game with a shirt on and said, "Ain't nobody care." You see what I'm saying? Want me to run up there and kiss the TV right now?
Go ahead, you go for it.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's my dog. I love him. Ain't nobody care what they talking about on all these talk shows because they do what they do each and every week, and they will go to the Super Bowl. I said that. I ain't stutter.
Mark the tape. Mark the tape. My man just said it. We're on December 22nd. My man, I love it. I love the passion. But I just want to throw one.
I love me some Lamar, and I love me some Ingram. And you know how I feel about Ozzie Newsome, even though he don't supposed to be there, but I'm pretty sure he
left a nice parting gift.
Yeah.
And what about Lamar? Didn't you catch up with him?
Oh, I caught up with him. Guess what? I could call him every week because he always balls. But he really got the call. Here we go. Back again.
Yes, sir.
You once have done it again.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. My guys just doing a great job. You know, we executing. We know what we want to do. We chasing our goal right now. We just got to keep it going. We was in a great atmosphere. Those guys came to play as well. It was an NFL game today. We just got to keep it going.
I don't even want to bring up the NFL MVP because that's already in the trunk. We good. We got there. It's wrapped up. I know your mind is focused on winning at all costs. But as you know, the formula in the NFL, when you win, everybody gets rewarded. 12 Pro Bowlers, man. 12 Pro Bowlers, man.
I feel like it should have been more. Our offense do a great job. Our defense do a great job. It's a team thing going. We got going right now. We just got to keep it going.
When you playing like you're playing, man, it's almost like you're playing with kids. Like you on the PlayStation, you having a good time because you're laughing, you enjoying the moment, and you playing like we did at the crib. We Florida boys. We know we built different.
Right. Man, it's a lot of film work going on. You know, you gotta know what you get yourself into. You got to know what the defense is doing. You got to try to beat them at the punch because that's what they're doing. I know guys watch the film on us. But like you said, I'm having fun. Our team having fun. We on this road. We on this road right now. We know what we want. We just got to keep it going.
Well, man, you balling. You got the call. Man, I appreciate you. What you doing for Christmas?
I'm chilling with my family. I'm staying in Baltimore. I'm chilling. I'm hanging out.
Well, let me give you a secret. Always get you something.
I won a Super Bowl, so Santa Claus need to deliver that to me. I'll be satisfied.
I love it. He says all the right things. No question. By the way, kudos to him. 36 touchdown passes this year.
What?
Most ever by a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. So there you go.
Can you say that again?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I got to move on.
You know how many Heisman winning quarterbacks are in the league?
The other side of the equation is the Browns now have missed the playoffs 17 straight years. Longest streak in the NFL. Odell Beckham Jr., we saw him throw the helmet after the failed two-point conversion. Chopped it up with his head coach, Freddie Kitchens. A lot of people thought he was mad at him, maybe the play call. Odell, what happened here?
No, we was just talking.
About the offense, I presume?
Football, the refs making calls, and basically they're warning me that I have one more personal foul, whatever it is, and I'd be out the game, which, I thought was pretty stupid. That I got a personal foul for a celebration that I've done all year when it's not like a player was in front of me or anybody. It was very unintentional. But it is what it is.
All right, Ian Rappaport says that 2020 Odell's coming back, according to sources.
He has a contract.
Well, but they could trade him.
Yeah, but why would you?
Well, what would you do to fix this? Because they did not reach anywhere close to their expectations. How do you fix this?
It's a problem going on there on the sidelines and at certain positions. I could tell you for a fact, it's not. I haven't talked to Jarvis or Odell about this, but I'm pretty sure they're not happy with the way this offense is being ran. Secondly, their head coach, and I don't blame it on coaches. I reiterate that, but it doesn't seem like he has a grasp on all these alpha males that he has on this offense. It's like they're all over the place. They're not on one accord in that position. He has to have a grasp on that as well.
Can Baker get better?
Yeah, he has to. Or he's not going to be starting. He has to.
Can Freddie Kitchens get better at what you need him to be?
I don't know that much about Freddie Kitchens. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He kind of came out of nowhere and got thrusted in there and did it. And this thing is falling apart. We said that before the season was going to start.
You were on
man.
it. You were on it.
Yeah, this is what it is.
You upset me back then.
Defensively, it ain't like they just balling out either.
No, well, listen, their best player ended up hitting a kid with a helmet. And we haven't seen him.
But we can't keep putting it on one guy out.
No, I'm just saying.
One guy don't make this whole thing.
No, but he does make a difference. Even you'll admit.
They were sorry when he was there.
They were okay when he was there. All right, coming up, Nashville, Drew Brees, coming off setting the record for most passing touchdowns in a career, looking to add to it. Derrick Henry, a no-go in this one. Titans are up 7-0, so if they don't have Henry, they'll let this rookie run it. Guy that's been catching it well over the last 4 games, A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he's ball.
Yeah, he's good. Titans are up 14-0, and you're like, wait a second. This game actually means something big time for the Saints. What's going on? Alvin Kamara? What? Is that possible? He hasn't scored a touchdown since week 3?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well,
How about this?
Yeah, that's the Kamara we know. Over 100 total yards for him. Saints were up now 17-14. Later on in the third, Titans down 10. Ryan Tannehill backpedaling, finding Tajay Sharpe, who had a huge day. 5 for 69 and 2 scores. He's in. The Titans are within 3.
Nice play.
You know who we haven't talked about?
Who?
Michael Thomas. Started the day 11 catches shy of breaking the single-season record set by Marvin Harrison with the Colts. Well, guess what? Michael catches it, and he gets in for the record.
This route is crazy.
Yeah, but another look, he didn't quite get in. But he did get the record. So you know what? That's catch number 144 on the season, breaking Marvin Harrison's record. 2 plays later, Sean Payton's like, I got to feed him. I got him.
He's hungry.
Finished with 12 catches for 136 in that score. Yeah, there's record breaker galore on this team. As you can see, boy, Thomas is unbelievable. And keep in mind, he was the 6th receiver taken in the 2016 draft.
Wow.
The 5 in front of him, Corey Coleman, Will Fuller, Josh Doxson, Laquan Treadwell, Sterling Shepard. Gulp. Anyway, so they got him, and Kamara started to come back.
Kamara's a dog.
Yeah. Those 2 guys are great. Jared Cook's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Are you worried a little bit about their offense,
I'm very worried. The thing that the reasons I sit still, because Sean Payton is a darn genius. Let's get that straight. Then you couple that with Drew Brees and what he brings to the table. But if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm sitting up here thinking, I got a receiver that has 145 receptions, and the next receiver on the team has 29 receptions. Where is the darn ball going? When I get off the bus, I'm going to double him. But at halftime, I'm going to double him. I'm going to double him, and he's not going to beat me. I'm not going to let this one man beat me like he's been doing for the entirety of the season. The next guy has 29 receptions. That's Ted Ginn. Now, Kamara has, I think he's around 78, 79, something like that. That's a lot of balls out of the backfield. But it's no way, and that bothers me as a team, as a guy who loves the darn Saints. Like, if they take this guy out of the equation, it's going to be tough, man.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And as you go higher in the playoffs, you're playing against really good teams.
No question.
Oftentimes, really good defenses.
So, Michael Thomas obviously wins all of his one-on-one battles. Let's see how he did against Prime.
12 for 136, and you surpassed Marvin Harrison, man. How do you feel right now?
Just blessed, to be in this position, to be on a winning team with a chance to go to the playoffs and add more value and more opportunities to catch more passes and make big plays for my teammates. It's a blessing.
Man, week in and week out. I mean, I could call you every week. I really can, because you ball it and out of control. But I really appreciate the routes, man. The route you gave them down by the goal line, the one that you didn't get in, where you got off, you took him inside, you took him up, then you dipped back out on him, and you almost got in. That right there, even to a DB, man, that was beautiful.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
That's why you got a $145. When you can run routes like that and you put great hands and you put Drew Brees on top of it, you are who you are.
I don't take it for granted at all. I'm blessed to be in this position, and I want to just keep getting better and seeing how far I can take it.
See, it's one thing to catch a lot of balls when you're down and you're not winning, but you're doing it and you're winning. Your catches count.
Yes, sir. They're adding value. I think that's the job of an ex-receiver, We get a lot of man coverage. We get a lot of double coverage, a lot of safeties tilted to our side, but it's no excuses. We got to be able to go out there and execute and do our job at a high level. And when the ball's in the air, Drew doesn't make any bad decisions, so I'm just always trying to make them right.
That kid can play, man. That's a grown man.
Yep. Right now, the Saints are the 2 seed. Things are so much in the air, and that's why I love it. Monday's game between the Vikings and Packers means so much, and then a bunch of them on Week 17. So this thing could get turned upside down come this time next Sunday. To the Meadowlands, Steelers paying a visit to the Jets. Oh, Le'Veon, you're not.
Yeah, he trying to come back home. That was a message you just said. I'm sorry.
Doug Hodges, 4 interceptions last week in the loss to Buffalo, and he's back at it again. Marcus May, that's the second INT of the day thrown by Hodges.
That's a good kid, Hodges is. I just feel bad for him.
Well, Mason Rudolph, let's dust him off. Okay, last time we saw him on the field, he was busy getting a helmet to the head. That was no good. So Rudolph, right before halftime, after T.J. Watt forced a Sam Darnold fumble, hits Deontay Johnson. We're tied at 10. That was a good pass.
Great pass.
Third quarter, Steelers down 3, and Rudolph. He's got a backup center in there. Marquise Pouncey was injured. He steps on his new center and tries to get up and gets drilled. Injures his non-throwing shoulder. So you know what? We got to make a duck call. He's got to come back in.
No, he gonna call me back now.
Under a minute to go, down 6. Can Devlin Hodges lead the comeback? He's been really good throwing this ball to James Washington, but look at the play by Marcus May.
Great play.
Good work. So now 4th and 7, one more chance, and Hodges actually does a pretty good job. Watch this. Not only staying alive, but giving Juju Smith-Schuster, who is back in the lineup for the first time in over a month, a chance to make a play. He cannot. And Hines Ward, the former Steeler, yeah, give me that Gatorade bad. The Steelers, they're no longer the 6th seed, but they're still in this thing. So the Titans, they win, they're in. The Steelers need a Titans loss and a Steelers win. The Raiders are still alive. That's right, with a Tennessee loss, a Pittsburgh loss, a Colts win, and a Raiders win, and they're punching their postseason
ticket. Ain't nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world.
Let's get to the road to the playoffs, presented by Mercedes-Benz. What, are you counting them out?
Yep.
So there's only 2 teams alive, in your opinion, for that 6th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like one over the other, the Titans or the Steelers?
I like the Titans.
And that would be because Ryan Tannehill's infused some life?
Tannehill is balling, and Henry get back behind quarterback. He's something to deal with.
Yeah.
And they got help on the outsides, and I like the line. The defense is very sufficient, but they're just up and down. You just don't know what Tennessee Titan team you're going to get from week to week.
You know, over the last 6 or 7 weeks, though, ever since Tannehill got inserted in the starting lineup, they put up some serious points. They've been kind of fun to watch. Could you imagine Buffalo as a 5 seed and Tennessee as a 6 seed? That's not easy.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
So you're buying.
I like them.
All right, just for 10 seconds, you can look at a camera 2 over here. Tell the Raiders fans what they have to look forward to next week.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So they're moving.
Look forward to moving to Vegas. Get that. Start packing.
So you're making friends with Seahawk fans?
Well, I'm telling you the truth.
You're making friends with Raiders fans?
I'm a truth teller.
I know. And I appreciate
what
that.
you want me to do?
Nothing.
I'm not going to wrap up a box. There ain't nothing in it. This Christmas, baby. I'm trying to give you the truth.
Ho, 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 Sanders Claus. That's good work. All right, still ahead. The Panthers, 2 quarterbacks taken in the 2017 draft. Trubisky taken 2nd overall. Patrick Mahomes, your reigning MVP, selected 10th. And here's his 5th career rushing touchdown. Looks healthy. Looks good. He also threw for 251 on this night. Here to Travis Kelce. Watch the score for 6 and then watch him count to 10 on his fingers, as in I was taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What was up with that celebration, MVP?
I don't know why a lot of things come out when I do celebrations, but I just kind of try to just go out there and enjoy it. And I know I can't dance or anything like that, so I leave that to the receivers, and I just do what I can do. No, I mean, I think anyone that goes about it and as a competitor wants to be the first guy, but you know that you know that there's a process to it, and not everyone's can be picked first. And I ended up in a great situation in Kansas City, a situation where I wanted to be at some organization that's kind of taken me and made me the best player that I could be at this time. And so I'm just excited that I'm here now, and I was able to go out there and find a way to win a football game.
You're the best at deciphering the truth.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing.
That was pretty good, though.
Like Odell knew what he was doing, too. He knew what he was talking about. But he didn't get that ball on the goal line.
All right. I love putting you in a bind here.
I'm used to it.
Next 5 years, Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Ooh, that's tough. You know what? I'm known for playing defense in the pros, but in football in high school, I'm an offensive coordinator. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. Lamar, what he's doing right now is phenomenal. But you got to design that whole offense and get the pieces to fit for that thing to coincide with what Lamar's doing. Patrick Mahomes, I don't care what you bring out there, man. He's going to give you a shot to win this thing. Now, this year right here is Lamar's year. But over the 5, statistically as a quarterback, Mahomes.
Chance to win. I don't care about stats. Chance to win.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where yard line? You got to give me more than that. You can't just give me a chance to win.
You're building a team. You want to be the coach. You can pick the quarterback. You can design whatever you want. I'm giving you carte blanche here.
Yeah, but if it's just a quarterback, you got to understand with Lamar, it's a lot of pieces of the puzzle.
I know. They've done a great job building around him.
Great job. And Lamar's a dog. He's going to be the MVP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's focus on 2 teams that need a little help right now, the Colts and the Panthers. But Nyheim Hines, what a day he had.
Look what number he is. Though.
Oh, okay.
Look what number he is.
Key to being a great punt returner is?
Straight to the house, you got to make somebody miss. You got to make somebody miss. And he made 2 people miss, going to the house. House call.
First Colts punt return for a score since 2012, but he was far from done because in the 4th, they decided to kick to him again.
No, they did.
Yes, they did.
No, they did.
Yes, they did.
Look, the hesitation. Now footwork. Now watch him hit it. Hit it.
Yeah.
He's out of there. You know what? Look, in high step, we would have called you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time. But we did have time to listen to Greg Olsen, who's frustrated.
Right now, I'm not sure what our plan is. You know, I think we want to win now, but we want to build through the future. It's just a really tough way to operate right now, and players are underperforming. I think it's right now a very collective failure, organizationally failure. And our fans deserve better. A lot of guys in this locker room deserve better. The coaches that have been around here deserve better. And it's just been an overall failure, I think, is probably the best way to put it.
Cam is somewhere home like, yeah, I told you I did. Cam is under the crib. Maybe that's 20 million, one way or another. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Greg Olson's been a very good player in this league for a long time, and a good citizen, too. You okay with what he said?
I'm 100%. He kept it 100. I like it. He's not lying. He didn't lie one bit. They are, as an organization, as a team, they're failing right now. Consistently failing. There's no way you can start out the way they start out and end up like this. This is pathetic.
Is it just because it's one thing on top of the other? It's not just the quarterback situation. It's that they got rid of a longtime coach who's been a pillar in that community and has been very successful with this team.
Okay, now the coach, you lose games, coach got to go. I'm not going to blame the coach, but let me tell you something. This is the reason they got to go. I saw this earlier, and it don't make sense. Carolina Panthers, what have they not been known for? The whole since they existed. Defense,
yeah.
31st in the league.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
They got to go. 31st. Carolina, you could never tell me the Carolina Panthers have the 31st ranked defense in the NFL.
And I would agree with you. I think part of his frustration is there doesn't seem to be a plan right now, right? They don't know who's going to be under center. Like, do they have to draft somebody else? Do they try Will Greer out? They try Kyle Allen out.
It's a lot of teams don't know that. It's a lot of teams don't know that.
But that hasn't been their problem. They've had an identity.
That's the least of your worries.
Right, but they've had an identity. You would agree with that.
You got a quarterback that can do it. Two of them, Cam as well. You got a tight end that can do it. You got a couple receivers that's okay. You got a running back that can world. Okay,
right, he's great.
So what's the problem? The defense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
That sounded hapless. If I was a Panthers fan, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah.
You have one of the leaders of the team saying we don't have any direction. That's the worst thing you can have right here in the NFL. All right, still ahead the Niners. Of course, Jerry's catching it. Last night we were in the Bay Area. What a great day of football on NFL Network it was on Saturday. Tied at 31, Rams, Niners. Jimmy G on 3rd and 16 to Emmanuel Sanders.
Can't blow coverage this time of the game. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Hear Jalen back up the bus on that one afterward?
No.
Oh, we got to go listen. Robbie Gould. That's a game winner. Niners, if they win next week up in Seattle, they are the 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. Once again, your playoff picture. It's going to be fun. Sunday night game, Niners, Seahawks. NFC East still up for grabs between the Eagles and Cowboys. So the Niners, we've been feeling pretty good about them. But we watched the game together last night, and my man was not happy.
I was upset.
Why?
Because they had holes in the secondary that I didn't like it. Number one, when you tell me you're the number one secondary in the NFL and we come to see you live, I want to see you substantiate that, and it was not that. Oh, my goodness. I was like, come on, man. I wanted that Richard. Hey, Richard, why don't you just go travel, man, with the main guy, because you know you got a problem on the other side of the field on the corner position of one of the safeties. They got to do better in the playoffs. They're going to play against better teams with better receivers, better quarterbacks, and they got to be ready.
You know, weeks 1 through 10, they were holding teams to about 14 points per game. Since then, almost double that.
Well,
27 points per game.
The teams are better. They played against better teams.
They're also banged up a little bit on defense. So
Everybody's
if they can get
banged up.
I know.
I don't want to hear that excuse this time of the year. Everybody's banged up. Matter of fact, my knee hurting right now.
Do we need a trainer?
No, my back hurting too.
Trainer! Can you give me one more block?
I got you.
Can you give me
I can suck it up and give you one more block.
I love it. See, that's what puts you on the NFL 100 all-time team. Entertaining games of the day.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this one.
Zach Taylor's crew was down by 23 with 6 and change to go. Now with half a minute to go,
That's a great kick.
They were down by 8 in the onside kick, and Jordan Evans recovers. That was well done, so the Bengals have a shot. Now with 3 ticks left, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, finds Tyler Eifert. Somehow! And then he would run it in for a 2-point conversion, so that means we get extra football between these two.
Don't tell me this.
What you've always wanted.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I wish I was a fan there.
And you got almost a full 10 minutes because there's 4 ticks left, and Jason Sanders wins it. Good for the Dolphins. They played hard all year. They got 4 wins. The Bengals, they played hard as well. They have just 1 win. But you know what else you got? The number 1 overall pick for the 4th time in franchise history. So put on your GM hat. You definitely going quarterback, Joe Burrow?
No, their problem is not quarterback. Their problem is so much more. The big end out of Ohio State.
Chase Young?
Yep.
Wow.
That's where I'm going. It's the Bengals. Ohio. Okay?
Really?
Makes sense.
More so than the quarterback.
Yes.
Dalton has one more year left on his deal, by the way, for
Dalton
about
could play,
17.
man. He can still play. He can still play. He can still get it done.
Okay. I want to show you one other thing. We showed you what happened with the Steelers with Duck Hodges. Okay, this fan came dressed as the Duck outfit. So when he got benched for Mason Rudolph, he takes off the 6, takes off the Duck mask. He has ready to go the Mason Rudolph jersey, and since it's this time of year, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer mask. Do we get?
Yeah, he ball. He need to get the call.
He does?
Yeah.
What about having faith in your starting quarterback?
No, he ain't no faith.
That was good.
Ain't no faith.
Prime. Did everybody love having Prime here in the studio or what, huh? You want to come back next week?
I ain't coming back. I promise you I won't be back next week.
He'll be on the show next week.
You can clap to your hands,